Hey fam, what's good? Back with another JK the glitch. To follow up step one on how to be a revolutionary. We talked about the frequencies in step one. In step two, we're going to talk about the fluoride you need to remove from your system in order to decalcify your pineal gland that has been affected by the fluoride and all kind of pollutants that have been thrown on us uh, for so many years. Our pineal glands are calcified. And the pineal gland is very important because, like I said before, it is the Wi-Fi of your spirituality. It is what links, what makes you feel that link, that oneness to all uh, that we're supposed to be feeling, but we don't right now. And that's evident from all the wars and fighting and the indifference and the hatred for people of other colors, of other races, of people that pray to different gods. I mean, this is all a result of the New World Order polluting and destroying our pineal glands and attacking our endocrine system, which is the fight and flight response system of our bodies. And the main purpose to deaden our pineal gland, which is our connection to everybody, what makes you feel at peace, and the feeling that you get when you meditate, or a feeling that you get even when you smoke cannabis. This is why they made cannabis illegal as well. They made cannabis illegal because it's not like alcohol. Alcohol, when you drink alcohol, you open, it's another spiritual thing involved here. It's not just having a few beers or getting totally intoxicated. And I've done it in the past. I'm not perfect, of course, but I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that when I drank alcohol in the past, and my favorite drink was the Long Island iced tea. It knocked my ass out. So after maybe even after, because I'm a light drinker, even after one Long Island iced tea and maybe a couple of shots, I'd be like, oh my God, why did I do that? That is so unlike when people be telling you the next day, oh my God, did you remember what you did last night? And you took your panties off and put it on somebody's antenna, a car antenna. Yes, I did that. Thank God there was no internet back then, imagine. So anyway, a lot of the crazy shit I've ever done in my life, things that I would not normally do, were under the influence of alcohol. And a lot of you, I'm sure that maybe you've done the same thing where, you have to face somebody, right? And you really don't want to talk to this person, and you're going to feel uncomfortable. And so you have a few drinks, and you want to get confrontational with them. They're going to get confrontational with you or something. So you're going to prepare and have a few drinks and bring whatever fuck that feeling is, that it's not you opening your doors up to, come on, you can help me. What are you actually doing? Do people realize what they're doing when they're saying that, I wouldn't normally do that. I don't know what got into me. I'll tell you what got into you. When you drink alcohol, you open yourself up to lower plane spirits that are roaming the earth, lower plane angry spirits that are in the earth. That's why, and yes, they will inhabit your body because you're left wide open. There's a big portal there. When you drink alcohol, it totally destroys your pineal gland. All the inhibitions are gone, and so that's why, you hear the stories of what you did the next day, and you're like, oh my God, what the hell? Hey, but anyway, I'm sure that you've come across a person you really don't want to deal with. They're going to be confrontational. And what do? You have a few drinks before they even get there. And then now you're going to tell them. You don't give a shit at that point because somebody else just came in and they're going to do the fighting for you. They call it liquid bravery or whatever. You don't know what that really means. It means, and there's a Arabic word for it, ghoul or something, where the word alcohol actually came from. Okay, it's actually from the word ghoul, and it's an Arabic thing, and they know that you open yourself up to ghouls and you become somebody totally different that you would not normally, and say things and do things that you wouldn't normally do, and that's because you're under the influence of something else. Okay, lower plane spirits got into you. Now, that's alcohol. That's why I don't like it. That's me. I hope that the next time you have a drink, you don't blame me if you start. But I'm just saying, these are the facts, and this is why alcohol it kills your brain cells, it destroys your liver, People do criminal things when they're drinking alcohol. They beat their women, they rape, they do all kinds of things. It's always under the influence of alcohol that you hear this DUIs, domestic violence. The guy comes home on Friday, and they're usually the same fucking scenarios of what I've seen and heard. And, oh boy, it's Friday, here it comes. The guy gets drunk, beats her up, whatever that. That's why they got strip bars out here. It's like, alcohol is the last thing that this country or any country should have ever legalized, okay? Because it does nothing for your health, for your spirituality. It does nothing for the people around you. Some people say they're a happy drunk. But yeah, you could be a happy drunk, but you still smell like a brewery. And it's nasty, some people will fight you. Like I said, alcohol makes you do things that smoking and joint will not. Okay, now the opposite effect is true with marijuana, and that's why it's illegal. When you smoke, when you smoke weed, you're activating your pineal gland. The THC decalcifies your pineal gland. We have an endocannabinoid system in our bodies, and I studied the anatomy when I went to school. And they did not speak about the endocannabinoid system. They spoke of the 11 systems of the body. The skin is the largest organ in the body, and when along there, there's the integumentary system, the digestive system, the endocrine system, everything but the endocannabinoid system was not taught in anatomy. And it's a system that we actually have endocannabinoid receptors in our brains that need THC. And the reason why they do a drug test on you, they know that why does the THC not leave your body so fast that you could smoke a joint and it still come up positive in a test? It's because your body needs the THC. It needs cannabis to maintain balance, homeostasis. We have endocannabinoids. Says everybody that doesn't smoke weed has a chemical imbalance. So that's why you're all angry and stuff. And drinking alcohol made it worse. So anyway, the peace pipe, it means a lot. The sacred herb has saved me for being in jail, actually. But I'm glad that that's changing now. What it does is stimulates your pineal gland. And it starts giving you that feeling of the oneness, the connection with others and other things around you, and that you're not alone. That breath I just took is part of the universe, and it has to go back out and come back in. You start realizing I'm part of everything, and everything is a part of me. And that's what the system does not want you to have. They don't want you to have that feeling. They want you to have the feeling of separateness and anger and judgment and blame and everything but the oneness and unity. And we can't have any unity if we don't have that oneness. And we got a group of people that think they're better than everybody else, and they're passing laws that affect the lives of the people that they believe are less than them, and that's not conducive to the evolution of humanity at all. Okay, so they didn't want, and I even heard this story one time. I believe it was, I don't know if it was a Navy SEAL or a Marine. It was a story that I read about or heard about. And it's, they asked him, they actually told him, the government told him, you can do any drug you want to. You can shoot up heroin, you can smoke crack, you can snort cocaine. We don't give a shit. You do whatever you want to. LSD, anything you want to. Well, I don't think they mentioned LSD. I know that they did mention alcohol, cocaine, and crack, and cigarettes, and beer, and everything. But they didn't want them to smoke marijuana. They didn't want them to smoke cannabis. And then he thought about that. He said he thought about it. And then he said, I wonder why they don't want us, they can let us do even cocaine and all these other hard drugs, that they don't want us to smoke cannabis. And the reason for that is for the same thing that I just told you. When people smoke weed, their pineal gland starts to become decalcified, and they start feeling that oneness. They go into 4D, back and forth into 4D. You start feeling things like, it's a very spiritual thing. It's sacred herb is not a joke. It's not supposed to be made just so you can, whatever the hell. It's not the same reason to smoke a joint as to have a beer. It's not the same effect at all. You feel this oneness and connection with everything and with all humanity. You start becoming more empathetic. Now, if a soldier starts having the feelings of oneness and empathy, do you think there'll be an effective killing machine that you want to make of him? Right. He's not going to want to do it. His moral compass, his heart, his empathy, will not allow him to would not allow him to hurt other people, especially children. Okay, so this is the reason why the government made marijuana illegal, is because they don't want you to wake up. They don't want you to feel that oneness, that connection with everything. They want you to hate and fear. Okay, when you smoke weed, you open up your pineal gland and you lose fear, and you're not really focused on authority to tell you how you should think, feel, or whatever. And you start just feeling the oneness. You start feeling connected to everything around you when you smoke weed. And that's not conducive to a killing machine. That's why they will not let the military, they do not want to let the military smoke weed. But it's going to become legal now. That's the one thing that can decalcify your pineal gland. And you remove that fluoride from your body. There's other ways. There's also, what you call that? There's herbs and stuff that can remove the stuff. Cilantro. You make cilantro water. Put some cilantro water and drink it, and it will decalcify your pineal gland. Meditation can help. I do meditate and smoke the sacred herb a lot of times together, and because my pineal gland is being activated and cleansed and stimulated, and my brain cell activity is being stimulated by the THC. It's just wonderful. It's just a closer connection. A lot of people say, "Oh, you don't need that." Yeah, of course you don't need that. But Indians smoke the peace pipe. They smoke peyote. There's a lot of Rastafarians smoke weed when they pray and stuff. That's part of their religion. So the sacred herb, the shashet, was actually an Egyptian goddess. They say it's an Egyptian goddess of weed because she has a weed plant, what looks like a weed plant on the top of her head in the hieroglyphs. And she was the goddess of writing and knowledge and wisdom. So again, THC being taken from our bodies and not allowed to have THC, a lot of us became lethargic, apathetic, totally void of empathy and understanding what's going on in this world. There's no way you can understand what's going on in the world with a mind polluted with fluoride and thinking that you have to and worried all the time and fearing that there's not going to be enough and all these things that the alcohol does to you, makes you fight. Also, another thing, why do you really need to remove the fluoride out of your toothpaste? They have Tom's fluoride without fluoride in it. There's a lot of ways you can brush your teeth without using fluoride. Get the fluoride out of your drinking water. There's reverse osmosis. There's actually filters that can take the fluoride out of your drinking water. You need to take it out of your drinking water. Also, they're putting fluoride when you take a bath. You're saturating your body with water that's laced with fluoride. And anything that touches your skin is immediately introduced into your bloodstream within 18 seconds. That's one of the things that I've learned in massage therapy school also. All these essential oils that we put on your skin are medicine. And and you could also put chemicals on your skin that are going into your bloodstream, and like fluoride, God only knows how much fluoride they're spraying on us or whatever. But yeah, there's fluoride in the water. You can get a filter to screen that off a bit too. I don't think we'll be able to take every single bit of fluoride out of our system or environment, but we could sure try. And we could also do the things that help decalcify us from the fluoride. Like I said, there's THC, there's cilantro water, there's many other herbs and stuff that can detoxify your body. You can research it. It will detoxify you from the fluoride that's been introduced into your pineal gland and making you a zombie, null and void, only susceptible to brainwashing and fear and everything else that you're seeing in our world today. So that's the only difference that there is between people that are more at peace and want to bring about more peace and open their minds is what they all do, even recreationally. Alcohol, like I said, is one of the worst things you can put in your body. Just because it's legal doesn't mean that it was good for you. We're starting to wake up from that dream that the government would never hurt us. The government is out for money. This is, especially in the USA, this is a capitalist nation, and they will squeeze every dime out of you to get you to buy and control you and do whatever they say they want you to do. So don't do it. They told me not to smoke weed. And for some reason, I knew, wait a minute, I feel stupid when I drink alcohol, but I feel more relaxed when I feel weed. I like that better. So I stuck to weed. Now it's legal. Now I can smoke it legally for medical condition. Anybody can get it. But now we're gonna vote on it in November, coming in a couple of weeks. And they legalize marijuana, then it could be used for medicine. It could be used. Did you know they can make hempcrete out of hemp, out of marijuana, and it doesn't burn. It's concrete that doesn't burn. Hempcrete. They can make textiles. We can make clothes and shoes with it. We can make biodegradable plastics with hemp. Henry Ford built a car entirely of hemp and ran it on hemp fuel. Another reason why marijuana and hemp have been kept illegal, not just because it would wake up humanity, it would make us feel that oneness and clear our minds and not be susceptible to fear and brainwashing. It also would ruin big oil. It would ruin a lot of these industries that are destroying Mother Earth to get what they need with no consideration of what happens. We can make paper out of it. Why are we knocking down trees to make toilet paper? Trees that take 20 and 30 years to grow, 10 and 20 years to grow, when we can use hemp paper that grows in 3 months. Who designed this stupid plan? This is what I'm talking about, a revolution. It's not about a revolution to go out there and fight and kill. It's a revolution to change things. Okay? That's one of the things that's starting right now, is the ability for us to have hemp and grow hemp and maybe make more industry out of it. We could even barter. They used cannabis as currency back in the day. So yeah, even the big banks, even the Rothschild bankers could stand to lose a lot. And we're bartering hemp and doing everything, making hemp oil and shit, and making hemp fuel and making cars out of hemp. And hemp only takes 3 months to fully grow. It's going to put a lot of your industries out of business. Thankfully, people are waking up. It's also medicine. It also decalcifies your pineal gland from all that fluoride. So, like I said, get that fluoride out of your water. Get the fluoride out of your toothpaste. Get it out of your system. It is killing your pineal gland. Okay, never mind having nice teeth. Everybody got nice teeth nowadays. We even get freaking, what do you call it, implants. So don't worry about your teeth. Worry about your brain. Don't worry how you look on the outside. Okay, because what good is it having someone real pretty or whatever and having the IQ of a dial tone and the empathy of a fucking gnat, you know? And it does no service to anybody to that drink or whatever, and don't do all that other stuff. It does no service to anybody to have a bunch of ugly people around here drinking alcohol and running the show because alcohol is legal. That's crazy. Anyway, that's what that comes to the conclusion of this video. Get the fluoride out of your system so you can think better, so you can feel that oneness that I feel when I meditate, when I want to do the right thing, when I want to think, have a clear head, and stop fearing so much. We don't have no reason to fear. We have zero reason to fear. Think about it. You're not the one that's trafficking children. I hope you're not watching this video on trafficking children. Anyway, you're not the one trafficking children. You're not the one hurting animals. You're not the one hurting children. You're not the one making billions of dollars off of people that are suffering. You're not the one that presented your face in a disaster area and try to get money out of them. You're not the one charging $400 for free internet to people that are suffering from a hurricane aftermath. Not one of you out there have done anything compared to the people that we're allowing to run our world and tell us what we can and cannot do. So smoke a fucking joint, smoke several, clear that pineal gland, and then go meditate and listen to your frequencies and become one. And let the universe, let your own thoughts, don't let anybody tell you what to do. Be quiet. Be quiet for a minute. And you'll hear the universe speak to you. And the gifts that you have, you're going to capitalize on that. And that's what the new earth is about. Is about knowing yourself, calming down, know your gifts, know that you are not apathetic. You have empathy and you are part of everything in this world. Find out what your gift is and bring it to the world, because we're going to create a new earth and we're going to tell them to shove all that fiat money, the Rothschilds, the 13 families, all the Illuminati, every fucking club that hurts children and traffics children. Your time is up. We're planning a new earth. Say your goodbyes and fuck your new world order. It's not going to happen, okay? It's not going to happen. And if it does, it will be short-lived because the secrets are out. And there's no way it's going to happen. Everything's out. Your secret's out. There's no such thing as secret society. We know all you, and we all know your names and everything. Okay, thanks to the internet. That was the nail in your coffin. Okay, and now coming another nail in your coffin when we all start getting all this fluoride out of our brains and can think for ourselves and can see right through your bullshit and your lies. That's coming next in the new earth. All right? Peace.